I'm making another tier list. I'm sorry if this is worse than the last one. My PC's out of commission, so I'm having to use my iPad for this, which is honestly funny. I'm gonna have my friend edit this, and he's gonna be like, "Finally, dude, you recorded something." Like, yeah, man, you ready to edit another one of my crappy tier list videos? And he's like, "Yeah, man, let's go." Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome to the official, definitive, best tier list of all time. For the Scout in TF2, I'm going to be ranking all of his weapons. I would say I'm still pretty new to TF2 with 100 hours in it, which sounds like a lot, but it isn't. It isn't. So, anyways, let's just get started with this primary. Now, first thing we're gonna be ranking is his scattergun. That is meta. That is fire. That weapon's just straight flames. It's a fun weapon to use, and it's stock, and it allows so much versatility. The weapon has 6 shots, and I think it can have a maximum of 110 damage at point blank. It's really good for killing people, shockingly. It allows you to miss a couple of shots, and it doesn't have the best burst damage, but its DPS is pretty good. Now, I know you might be thinking, what does burst damage mean? And to be honest, I really don't know. Actually, I kind of do know. Burst damage is basically like how much damage you can do in 1 second, right? DPS is like sustained damage. I think Scattergun has the best sustained damage out of all these Scatterguns, but it also has a lower burst damage than a weapon like the Soda Popper. It's also just a cool looking weapon, which I know doesn't matter for a tier list, but it looks cool, which means it must be good. Next, we have the Force of, I'd say fun, but it's okay. All right, like, this weapon's a lot of fun to troll people with, but like in actuality, it's like not good, not good weapon. Knockback is a contradiction to Scout's playstyle of like killing people at close. Burst damage has that like can be really high if you could hit 2 shots, but you can't hit 2 meat shots because you blasted the target into the fucking Shadow Realm. But it's still fun to use. I don't hate it. I like it a lot. Now we have the shortstop. Like shortstop, it's okay. It's fun to use. When you use it with the critical, that's really annoying, but it is kind of fun to play as Sniper Scout. But other than that, it's just okay. Mid-range damage. Like pepper gun, not a scatter gun. Is what it's called. And it's like it's pretty good as decent DPS. Not as good as like actual that, and it kind of, it allows a new way to play Scout, like more of a supportive Scout. Now the Soda Popper, that's meta right there. Most people would say it's worse than the Scattergun, and I would agree, because you can't biff shots with it, but it's also really good as like a quick way to kill people. Like, literally, the only class you probably couldn't kill is a heavy in 1 burst. So basically, this is really good for burst damage, alright? You can one-shot 8 out of the 9 class if they're not over, which is really good, because it does like a max of 200 damage. And unlike the Force of Nature, it doesn't push them away, which is important. Now we have the Baby Faces Blaster. It's bad. It's not fun, but it's bad. You can't double jump with it, which immediately makes it worse. You can't get hit with it, which like, oh, you're a glass cannon, so like you already shouldn't be getting hit, but just getting hit like for 25 damage. So basically, if you take 3 shots from a pistol, you lose all of your boost going to like no speed, and it's just not cool, not good, not good. Don't use it. Not the worst though. There's something very important down there. Now the backscatter. My god, the backscatter. Don't use it. It's probably one of the guns I've had the most fun with, but for the love of God, don't use it. It's just a worse scatter gun in every way. Like, the mini crits are fun, but don't use it. I'm the only one who gets to use it. It is like one of my favorite scatter guns to play with, but don't use it for the love of God. Okay, now, for secondaries, we have the pistol. I think it's powerful. It's a fun weapon. It's really good at ending and starting fights. It's the perfect stock weapon. Now the winger, also powerful. I'd say they're about equal with the pistol. It has higher damage. It's only good for like ending fights though. It also has like it lets you jump higher, so it's really good for helping you flank, learn how to flank. And then meta, I'm going to put the Pretty Boys Pocket Pistol. This one just lets you sustain better in fights. It lets you initiate and end fights better. So it's just like the best of both worlds. The only thing you don't have with it is mobility, which the Winger excels at. I'd say the pistols are almost evenly matched. I just think the Pretty Boys is better because of its extra sustainability. Like 3 health doesn't sound like that much, but it it really is. The Bonk Atomic Punch. It's fun to use, but it's just okay. I mean, it can be used for like competitive pushes and all that, but like you're playing casual TF2, and let's be honest, you don't voice chat, alright? Just be honest here, you're lonely. So it's fun to use, you know, you can use it to like help flank a sentry nest to deal with the engineer. You know, I like pairing it with the freaking backscatter just because I find it funny. Like, doo I have the backscatter. I have 2 what people would say worst secondaries. Like, oh, bad. Uh, I still love it though. Now we have the Criticola. I don't think there's a weapon I would put in don't use and powerful at the same time. It is so weird, right? I'm gonna put it perfectly in the middle. It's fun to use, it's not fun to play against. It's useful, but it's also useless, right? You take many crit damage, but you deal many crit damage, which helps a lot, but at the same time, it doesn't help a lot. It helps a lot because it's like, oh, I don't have to worry about damage fall off, but at the same time, you're scout. Why are you playing at range? But like, it's good because you have the short stop. So like, yeah, but what if I'm not using the short? It's paired really well with the shortstop, and it's really coincidental that they're in the same tier. Just wow. Now on to what is the Mad Milk and the Flying ENT doing there? Okay, we need to rank these two. Mad Milk, powerful. Flying ENT, powerful. I wouldn't say they're meta. I'd say the Pretty Boys Pockets is better than both. The Mad Milk is definitely a support tool, best paired with, oh no, the shortstop soda popper, maybe even stock scattergun. But it's just a really good thing. You throw it, and people are covered in Mad Milk, and then you get healing for damage you do to them. Very good. The cleaver is a really good way to like initiate and end fights. You know, it does 50 damage, which is already really good, and it makes the opponent bleed, taking another 40 damage. So that's 90 damage in total. So you know, you're getting a lot when you use the Flying ENT. So you know, I'd say it's a really good option. I'd say it's better than the Mad Milk actually, but I wouldn't say it's better than any of the pistol. But also, I don't use the Flying ENT that much. But you just take my word, right? It's fun. It's fun. Now, we have the stock bat. It's okay. Like most people would say, like, oh no, this is the worst melee weapon in the game, but this is scout. We're ranking it only on scout, so just like don't worry about it. It's okay. You know, it does what it does. It does like 35 damage, which is like really. But you know, when you run out of like scattergun shots and pistol shots, you know, the person you're attacking is probably near death, so one bad hit will probably kill them, even if it's not a random crit. Now the Sandman. Don't use the Sandman. The Sandman's a tragedy, going from one of the best weapons in the game to one of the worst weapons. And it is so useless, and the downside makes you like the worst class in the game. And I like using it with the backscatter bonk atomic punch just because it's funny, right? I have all the worst scout weapons. Don't kill me, haha. Just don't use it. Okay, now the candy cane, this one might be divisive. Oh, this one's gonna be divisive. It's fun to use, but it's just okay. I know, guys, I swear, I could explain it. Getting a medium health pack after a kill is just really useful. I know, like, oh, but like, Demo Man and Soldier, they're gonna kill you quicker. I actually have a counter to that. Most of them can't hit air shots, so, you know, if I just pair this with the soda popper, I get extra sustainability, and since if it's height meter, you know, I can just fly, meaning that they have to hit air shots, but they can't hit air shots, so I don't actually need to worry about anything. It's fun to use, but it's just okay. Boston Basher, meta, for competitive, you know, you can use it to build Uber with medics, and also just because it's a good weapon for bleed damage on enemies. You know, you hit them and they start bleeding. Really, really good. Actually, no, I lied. It's power. It's meta and competitive, but it's powerful and casual. There's one thing that I think surpasses it. Don't use the sun on a stick. It has no redeeming qualities. At least with the Sandman, it's satisfying to hit someone with a ball, but no, don't use this. Don't use it. It has a ball on it, but you can't throw and hit it, alright? This one is a bad ball, this is a good ball. These balls are good, alright? right? Someone clip that. Someone clip that. I need that on like a soundboard. Fan of War. It's just bad. You hit someone, you get mini crits. Mini crits aren't that useful, and you can only mark one target. It's bad. This is powerful. The atomizer is pretty strong. You know, you get to get an extra jump, which is useful for flank routes. Don't pair it with the winger. But you know, it's pretty useful. Meta is the Rap Assassin. Rap Assassin is a good melee weapon, letting you fire a ball at someone, and it does bleed damage. And if you can't tell, bleed damage is very useful in this game. See, that's what I could consider meta. And that's all the weapons here. Huh. That went quicker than I expected, but I had a lot of fun doing this, even if I'm just like sitting in the corner of my room wearing like earbuds and like talking about fucking scout weapons, you know. It's fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this awesome video. Smash like and subscribe. And if you guys want to, you should subscribe to my best friend. He edits my videos. You know, the ones that actually like look good, like the recent ones. Not the Dishonored one that was edited by me, but you know, have you realized that they're actually like good? Yeah, that's because one of my friends edited them. Posted a new video like yesterday, so you should go watch it. Check him out. I'll have his link in the description. And editor, if you're watching this, well, congratulations, you made it to the end. Everyone, give him a round of applause. He made it to the end of editing. Alright, we're all proud of you. Now, anyways, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video, which will hopefully be soon. I'll post when I get my PC back. It'll probably be like another tier list, but I don't care, right? Just leave me alone.